Hey guys, welcome to the stream. How are you guys doing? Yes, a bit of interesting day. We had an interesting day yesterday. Eh? Some of the tactics went missing in the public Dropbox folder. In fact, the whole folder went missing. There was no folder. Somebody had deleted the whole folder, which is very, very sad. Maybe somebody just accidentally dropped on the keyboard and smashed his head on the delete button while he was navigating. I leave it to you guys. You know, this is one of the reasons why I just left it like that. Otherwise, I have to give permissions to people, and I'm not about to do that. I do that for the Discord folder. Discord folder is tight. We've never had issues with that, but very funny that this happened on the public folder. Anyway, I've uploaded some of the tactics in there. We've got views and the schedules are back in there again. So some of the bring your tactics, all the tactics are there as well. So all the tactics that were covered on the show or those tactics that it become picks of the week, right? So those tactics are in there. So hope you guys get a chance to, if you want to mess around with those tactics, just let me know. They're still there. Hope you guys are well. As we're continuing our series with our Hungary, rebuilding. Essentially what we're trying to do in this save, I mean, we're storming to the title. There's no doubt about it. We're just we've been playing a 4-4-2. And our goal is actually to these are long-term saves, right? So first you're at the top of the table. You're the champions of your league. Then what you do is, once you're the champions of your league, you kind of start developing homegrown players, right? And then when you will develop those homegrown players, along the way, by the way, you start having a squad, you know, start making money, more and more money. Your revenues go up. And once your revenues go up, what you end up doing is you look to loan some of these players to clubs in your own league. So the goal here is for you to strengthen all the clubs in your league. So that is our goal. So we want to make sure that everybody in our league, at least the top 3 or 4 teams become strong. Now, what this does is it elevates the standard of your league. And in doing so, you're hoping that they all do well in European competitions. The coefficient goes up, more of you. The idea here is more and more teams taking part in the latter stages of the continental club competitions. That is our goal. Saves like this kind of a save, they don't get done in one season. They get done in 20 seasons. So you have to be extraordinarily patient with these kind of saves. Rushing through them can sometimes be your own undoing. There are easy ways of doing it and there are hard ways of doing it. The hardest way of doing it is to take a lower league club in a nation you're trying to rebuild. Now that kind of a save, minimum 40 seasons, 30 to 40 seasons. You're talking about first moving from the lowest tier into the highest tier. It could be 7 different leagues, right? So I know a friend of mine who did it in Austria, and he was in the lowest playable league he could get. He had to use a custom league setup, and then it took him like 2 or 3 editions of Football Manager before he could finally say, yeah, you know, I've done it. Yeah, I raised the coefficient. I basically got a few clubs in Europe. It takes a very long time. So I know there are people who've done this kind of a save and they go like, oh no, you know, something's wrong with the I've won the Champions League 7 times with this team from Slovenia or something like that, and then they go like, you know, the game should reflect it, right? You know, we should be there should be more money, or there should be more youth, or there should be more this, but the game doesn't progress that quickly. And then too, if you're the only club that's doing really well, no luck, good luck to you. It's not gonna happen. So you gotta make all the other clubs around you. So that's the most efficient way of doing it. So you can either speed it up. Like what I've done is I've gone for the best club in the land. So I've gone for the best club in Hungary. So make it a bit faster. But even then, 10 seasons, because it's going to take time. And that the problem here isn't, it's you have to flood with Hungarian players. Because what happens is, a lot of the other Hungarian clubs, they don't really go in and they don't really go and invest in youth facilities. They don't go in there and pump in the kind of money you're pumping in. So it becomes like you're the academy for the rest of Hungary, in this case for us. And this is where the game becomes a bit of a annoying, because some of us, we feel that I wish that Football Manager would kind of allow us to build scenarios and we could play from there. Now, that would be so cool if we could create a scenario where it is the goal of the Football Federation of that nation or the government, or something like that, right? Goal of the government and the Football Federation to elevate the standard of play in the league, so that it matches or it's at least on par with the top 3 leagues or 4 leagues in Europe. Now, those kind of scenarios don't happen in Football Manager. So we don't get scenarios where I hope that when FM26 drops, I know it's asking for a lot. I hope they have something akin to, we have it at the start of the game, right? Where we can create 3 kinds of worlds. The first world is the default world, the one that we get, right? Football Manager. That means is on this date, 24th of December, whatever date it is, okay, for the league, or all transfers are locked in at this phase. No more other transfers are going to happen. Then we have like a random kind of a world where any kind of transfer can happen. It doesn't follow. It's like a fantasy world. So if we can have, we have those 3 defined by Football Manager, why can't we get a scenario builder? Right. I mean, it doesn't have to be complicated. It doesn't have to be a scenario builder that allows us to define which country. We could go in and say, okay, I want to take part in this league, but there's a scenario in this league. The government and the Football Federation has a target, right? So allow us to set up those kind of things in the game where the league that we take part in, there could be one overarching goal that has been set, so that the coefficient itself can become a bit more dynamic. Meaning that, let's talk about socialism. This is like a form of socialism, right? I mean, it's not capitalism anymore. It's where the government gets engaged in the development of the sport in the country by pumping in money or helping clubs with facilities. To some extent, it's already happening in some leagues around the world, notably Singapore, where the government gets actively involved to try and help the sport in more ways than one. We now see different countries doing this in some aspects to lift the standard of play in the country by giving them visas, special visas for their players. Like, some distant relative of yours, maybe your great-great-great-grandfather was one of the colonizers and he came from Spain, but you're living in Malaysia, and therefore the Spanish ship landed and he was one of those guys that popped and stayed here and had a baby, something like some distant blood relative. They allow this to happen. Right? Now there's this new rule of a visa for some of these. I don't know what's the term. I remember I covered it in the last stream. Hey, so score one more, are you, man? That's the case for Serbia, just for basketball, for both clubs, Red Star and Partizan. Correct. I know. The thing is, right, I wish that the game of Football Manager would allow us to create scenarios. I mean, it would be great if that could be some feature that's in the game. But knowing Football Manager and knowing Sports Interactive, this will only come out in 5 years' time. If it's suggested now, unless hopefully somebody else did suggest it. Okay, we're through. The team was in the break, right? So we're back in it. Competitions wise, We are in the, by a nose. We are still in this competition. Then we're in the cup with the running away with the league. We have some matches. We've got a Bologna coming and doing straight up. We have to win at least one of these games to give ourselves a chance to, get through the next round. All right, Ayenbo is going to come in for Aniba. We're going to give him a chance. Doesn't have a good partnership, but that's down to the fact that whenever he's been playing, he's been making mistakes, and he's largely been bringing Europe. Kodro is back. Oh, that's good news. This is a preseason, so we'll give these players a chance to get fit. We'll give him a chance. Both of them need to get fit. The players that don't need to work too hard, are these two. So we put Maiga in here and we put Vodka here because these two don't need to. This is a Zomba. They scored a goal. He scored 2 goals on his debut. He scored a hat-trick on his debut. This kid scored a hat-trick, man, on his debut. I mean, it was not debut. Debut, he did score 8 goals. The second game he played, he scored a hat-trick. Wow, what a start, man. And then we had another guy here as well who scored a goal. Scored a goal or 2 goals? Let's see if I can. Helmal. Another guy, he scored 4 goals in his second game. So these two boys, I still remember this game. We played a league game 8-3. Adam Halmal, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 goals. 18 years old. And this guy scored a hat-trick. What a start for the two. Both of them had 10s in that game. It was quite a performance. That was the last game before the break. It's a league game. I mean, Kishwada, we played okay with them. I mean, we haven't really had too many issues with this team. And it's okay. I mean, we've not lost to them, but I mean, most of the games you can see is like 2-3, 2-2, 1-3, 2-2, and suddenly 1-8-3 stands out like a sore thumb. Like, wow, this became a one-sided match. Most of the other games were quite tough. Okay, but never mind. We'll play this friendly. And let's get our team match fit. That's the goal. We're going to get them match fit. We'll just watch it on commentary mode. We don't need to do anything. Like, I'm not planning to watch the tactical movement or the tactic, whatever. I already know how my tactic plays out. We don't need any more information than that. So if they should win. Hey, they don't win. If Ayenbo makes mistakes in this game too, because he had a what? Ayenbo had a 6.0 in one game. And the other guy had a 5.2 or something. Like between them, they made more mistakes in the game than the rest of the team combined in the history of the competition. Oh, they already conceded a goal. My word, we berate the team, bringing down to balance. My word, they've already conceded a goal. Let's bring down the tempo as well. I think the tempo is too high, and then we'll work and go low cross, go all the way to the byline, do some pass into space. This might wake the team up. Why did I make those changes? Tempo is too high. I was looking at the shots we've had. We've had 7 shots, 4 on target. Okay? I mean, more than their 3 and 2, right? And our possession is 56%. So that quickly told me we can't afford to drop our tempo and try and get to the byline. Then the second thing I noticed is our defensive line is very high compared to the other team. So we'll try. I mean, even if we lose, we lose. Anyway, this is not the starting team, but, still, no excuses. Alma can come on for Shirley. And then Zoa can come on for this. So put on the 2 youngsters again. Give them a chance to impress. Gruba and Helmal. I mean, they had 2 10s. I am in 2030 with Dinamo. Won Champions League this season. Now I have a goal to knock Real Madrid's record of winning champions. Hope I do it before a new manager gets out. Yep. That's always a great goal. Plucking Real Madrid's wings. Knocking them down, bringing them down a peg or 2, right? Who doesn't want to do that to Real Madrid? Every one of us wants to do it to Real Madrid. What 2 roles did he play with Mazzala in a 4-3-3? In a 4-3-3 with a Mazzala? What, in midfield? It depends. I really like to push that team high up the pitch, right? It all depends. It depends how good your team is. You can play with a lot of roles. You can play with if you want to play high up the pitch because your DM is a bit of creative, you can even play him as a DLP, but you're sitting behind, and you can play Mazzala, and you can play like a box-to-box midfielder beside him or a CM on attack. Mazzala can be on support. That way, you can use the left flank where the Mazzala is working to do some creative, movement. You can put a winger there, and then on the other side, you can put an inside forward to pair him with the CM on attack, and they can attack the box. Then you can use a DLP, and then during the course of the match, if you feel like you need to push the center a bit more aggressively, you can change the DM to an RPM, and then you can put a libero in, and you can turn the two fullbacks to inverted fullbacks. That way you can attack teams and only leave like 2 or 3 behind. We preseason friendly, not too good. The boys are not playing well. I mean, it's a preseason friendly. I'm not taking it too seriously. It's okay. It's a friendly, and I've got another friendly here. So we'll just holiday all the way past the friendlies. I'm not taking this friendly seriously again. So we got another friendly here, Istra, 18th of January. We'll just run past that. We'll go to 19th of January. That'll be fine. Let's go. Yeah. Because I'm becoming more and more lazy with this game. I know what the tactic is going to do, I don't really pay attention to the transitions anymore. Because there I know what the tactic is capable of. And the only reason why you screw up is not because the AI has gotten used to your tactic or whatever. It's just you're not paying attention. That's it. Yeah. And the way I play, I make changes in every single game. I look at the opposition's formation and I make tweaks. So what's everybody been up to, man? What are you guys doing? Are you all getting ready for 26? I mean, FM 26 will be out this year. I'm pretty certain of it. The only thing now is the strange transfer window that they have, which allows teams, because of the Club World Cup, right, this year, we will have, at the start of the season, you might have like certain players playing for other clubs already, right? So that's the thing about the whole Club World Cup. The Club World Cup is also another strange competition if you look at it. I mean, like, I don't know, man. I mean, like, apparently the temperatures there are scorching hot. But then I thought this was supposed to be a warm-up dress rehearsal for the World Cup, right? So this is what the World Cup is going to be like. And they are playing in the stadiums that will be hosting some of the World Cup matches. Anyway, I'm not going because apparently now when you land in the US of A, you're supposed to, I don't know, they haven't been very clear, but apparently now we have to let them know what our social media details are and make it public so that they can snoop. I'm like, dude, seriously, who wants to go now, man? Such a paranoid country now. Things are just getting so strange over there. Quite sad. I wonder whether they do that to all the football players when they're going. I probably not. They probably leave all these because these are like, we can't mess with them. So I guess they pick and choose who they want to question, I guess. I have been, I don't mind the background checks. Normally when I go to the US, I find that they do ask about questions, which is fine for me. I got no problems with that. But revealing my social media details to a person I hardly even know and I don't even know what you're going to do with that information, I'm like, sorry, man. It ain't happening. I'd rather not go. Okay, Zach. Okay, we're going to quick pick now because this is the first game of the season. We're playing Bologna and Cordoba. Man, what did the S-Man do, man? He went for the win. Is it 1-0 and played all our best players? I knew it. He played a 4-3-3. Even better still. Apparently, he doesn't believe in the 4-4-2. Gotta fire his ass. Okay, Zach is gonna come in. Lonka is here, but I think this position used to be. Romy is not 100% as well. Ella said, "Oh my goodness, we don't have a." This is not very good, because a lot of players are not 100%. He's too slow, and his technique is a bit. Lonka will play with him. All right. Okay. I'm a bit concerned, because Zach is also not 100%. I didn't expect, I tell you what we'll do. They will be 100%. I thought they won't be 100%. Okay, so we're going to at least rest them for a day. Where's the other guy? Romy. Romy is fine. Okay, Okay, they all should be fine. So we're going to be playing against Bologna. Bologna is a must. Okay, I won't say it's a must win. As long as we get a point, we should be safe. Right. What, they have a friendly in between this. Damn it. Yeah, this kind of saves. I dislike this kind of saves. Aerial ability is the goalkeeper's physical ability, aerial situations. That's kind of obvious. Taller goalkeepers typically have higher rating as they are naturally pleased with being able to reach areas shorter goalkeepers cannot. Yeah, okay, but there will be exceptions. The attribute was in connection with the number of other goalkeepers in order to determine proficiency. Okay, I didn't write that. That wasn't me. All right, transfer offer made for who? Cordoba. Reject. My goodness, Fluminense won him for 3.3 million. Wow, clubs are coming in for my players, man. Cordoba might be angry, He might get angry because he might want to play for them. Okay, here we go. Bologna away from home. We're not changing what we're doing. Well, what we are gonna do, we're gonna do one slight change. We're gonna keep the standard defensive line, run at defense. We're gonna draw our tempo down. Okay. We're not going to counter press every opportunity. We're just going to check this. Maybe I'll counter press. Yeah, I'll counter press. Counter press. But we're going to drop this to balance. So our defensive line isn't so high up. Okay. All right. Do we have Romy available? Yeah, Romy is available. So he's going to start. That's our first choice. We got Maiga. Politic. Civic is our first choice here. So he plays. We're gonna ask Serafimov to play, right? Because he doesn't make as many mistakes as the other player. That's the only reason why he's playing. Okay, here we go. All right, this is it, man. Bologna. We lose, we could be in trouble. Right? Oh no, it's a 4-3-3. This is gonna be tough to break down. So they're playing a DLF inside for inside. They want to come up. They want to get high up the pitch. Okay, so they want to get high up the pitch. You're going to pass into space. You're going to jack the tempo up slightly. We let them attack us. Our defense is standard. Let's see how we do. Seeing how we do is not a great way to, play a game. Comprehensive highlights. Let's go down. And all right, Califiori. How can we play this team? They got a future Arsenal player there. Posh. Nice work. Okay, they're tracking the run. That's good. That's what we wanted. That's why I dropped the defensive line. But this will encourage them to come at me. Good. The more defense. Oh, come on. Zirkzee. No, Zirkzee, I know he was offside. Okay. Varga and Kodro. Okay, what we could do, instead of playing Kodro like this, we'll play Kodro as a target for attack and then a poacher. So it's literally these two will be working together now. Instead of the advanced forward and a poacher. That will be more useful against teams that are, average teams. So, but good teams, I'll probably go target forward and poacher. So it's just a two-man partnership now. Romy, out wide, does well to Musi. Musi finds Zach. Oh, that was a nice chance. I mean, yeah, it's from range. Probably low XG. But any shot at goal right now is a good chance. Civic with a free kick. Romy, come on, Romy, go down. Learn something from us. Okay, it's a good start there. We're playing well away from home. Remember, we beat Sevilla away from home. Huh? Okay, we did Sevilla at home. No, we went to their house and we got the result. They got 2 yellow cards. We got Nguyen on a yellow card. That's not too bad. Okay, now Posh with the ball. Again, they're putting some pressure in front, which is good. He rounds the players up. Calafiori is on a yellow, so what does he do? Okay, this is good football from Bologna as they look to create a goal-scoring opportunity. We are good, decent lines here. They're not finding a lot of good space. They're gonna, read that as well. Varga to Kodro again. Okay, not bad. Okay, Kodro, does he have jumping reach? Ask him a target, I don't even know. Okay, 15 is fine. Okay, the rest of the attributes suck. They had a really bad attributes, man. Musi, Varga, Serafimov. We get a result. It'll be a great day for us, man. We beat Sevilla. So the boys, they know what they've done it before. So far, Bologna have only mastered one shot. Romy tried to find the through ball, couldn't. It's a risky pass. Oh no, it's a shot. It's a goal. Louis Ferguson. Louis Ferguson has scored. I mean, yeah, they only they got a clean side of goal. The back line tried to get back, but it was not enough. Ferguson, yeah, he scored a goal. Okay, Musi. I mean, we had some. Okay, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll be a bit more confident. We go low and we do work ball into box. Okay. Yeah, let's try something. Okay, let's take a chance. Tick hands. So we gotta try and get up the pitch now. I don't know if it's gonna work, but hey man, they got a whole back line now. All right, this is gonna be a bold, very bold attempt. Yeah, we're going for and we want this guy now be changed to an advanced forward. Run at the defenders. Okay, run behind the line. They got yellow cards everywhere, man. Not good for the back line, no? So we're gonna take advantage of this. So we're running at the whole defense now. That's why I'm also playing work ball into box now. And we're pushing higher up the pitch. So we're taking a big chance now. And normally I don't like to do this because it could leave me open to one over the top, and then my slow defense is gonna be paying the price. Civic does well. Yeah, he ran out of steam. That's what I mean, right? You see the gap that Civic left behind. So they see now we see the gaps. Now you see these gaps. This is why I don't like to play with a high defensive line and a weak team. This is a problem. So the winger has to come back. They got a second goal. He might be offside. No, he wasn't. I was hoping he was offside. It's not going well, Drew. We need to beat Bologna, but I cannot afford a big scoreline, a big defeat. If I go 2-0 down, I might have to drop the defensive line now to higher. I can't afford one more. Oh, Romy. We get one. We cannot afford a very big GD. Negative GD. We could be out of this competition. Remember, we still have a game against Dun Strada. See, I'm trying to take advantage of this. Okay. I'll tell you what we'll do. Okay. I have not done this for a long time. Winger support. Target forward, advance forward. We're gonna do double DMs. No, in fact, I'll do inverted fullback, libero on defense, segundo volante on support. Okay, we're gonna focus play down the left, pass into space, counter. There will be no player defense, right? Okay. Varga has to go up. Odro will come here. Yeah. I'm gonna try to launch. Okay, hold on. Okay. Let's see if this is a gamble I'm taking. Got a corner. Had the birth of my daughter at the start of the month. Oh, congratulations! Congratulations on being a daddy-o, man. Welcome to the world of diapers and bottles and constant visits to the doctor because both of you are worried about what might happen. Oh no, is that a fever? Don't think so. I think we can just give her paracetamol. No. If it's your first child, right? Man, it's like anytime there's something off, you're like rushing to the doctor. But if it's your second or your third kid, then you're like, it's nothing, it's just a cold. We'll use the same medicine we used on the older one. No, that kind of thing. Ah, it's a third. I could be in trouble because I'm trying to get something from this game. Okay, we'll go wing on support here. And I'm asking for trouble. I'm asking for trouble. I could get knocked out, but I'm the kind of player that doesn't sit back. I don't. I will attack. That's my style of play. I'd rather go out fighting. Defending is a form of fighting, but I see something, I want to try and exploit it. But the quality of the Bologna team is definitely way better than ours. I can't do something like Gambit, which is a 4-2-3-1. Yeah, well, first one, so enjoying every minute. Yeah, you'll be worried about everything, man. It's a bit of a fever, and that's it. You're both running to the doctors. But that was that's the thing about the first one. The first one is your welcoming, your introduction to babies, children. Then after that, when the second one comes, that's it. Then when your third one comes, man, your kids are gonna go, daddy, your kids are probably gonna feel unappreciated anymore. The older one gets all the what do you call it, all the good stuff. Yeah, just use whatever he's using. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's gonna be. But I tell you, so it's gonna be fun, man. You enjoy you time of your life. Congratulations, man. Congratulations. Bye, man. All I can say is enjoy. Yeah, it'll be fun. But then different cultures, different things. I guess. Like I am during the baby phase. Mother-in-law will be in the house and the wife, and I'm like, I want to play a part, but I don't want to hurt the mother-in-law's feelings. So I'm like, okay, you all do it. And then, sometimes I'm thinking to myself, it's a great time for the child to bond. Hey, don't make my mistake. I made one critical mistake. Okay. I didn't think, not all women are created the same. Okay. So, the thing is, this was my second marriage, but I made the critical mistake of, okay, some women, they are okay, they want to look after the baby alone, and they basically don't want you around. Like flat out don't want you around. So that's like great, you can go and play golf. Okay. And then but whatever it is, right? Yeah, you better do a fair bit of she needs time. She needs her own time. Yeah. So if you can give her own time, at least once a day, a couple of hours at least, where you are the one, you do everything. You do everything from cleaning, playing, 2 to 3 hours. That's a mistake I made because with my first wife, I didn't have issues. I really didn't have any issues, man. I was literally told to get out of the room. Literally, don't stay away, because they looked at me like a giant guy, yeah, and they worried that I'll probably smother the baby or something like that. They wouldn't even let me sleep with the baby. They're like, you can't sleep. You're probably going to turn and just strangle the baby in the sleep. I'm like, okay. So what do I do? Just give the baby to us. Okay. Now you go. Then after that, every day was like that. I'm like, okay. But no buts. Okay. Then what am I gonna do? You go and find something to do. Okay, I'm gonna go and play golf. Is that okay? Yes, go enjoy yourself. Go, we'll take care of everything. Oh, that was my first 3 months. Okay, but not everyone is like that. So the second one, I was thinking I was gonna get, same thing was gonna happen, but it did not. It became a case of you have to be. So it depends. I'm sure you know. But if you can give her a day. Yeah, if you do a few hours, she needs more than 2-3 hours. Though. Sometimes she'll need 6. And once the baby is 7 months, you 7 to 8 months, right? That's when they're not as fragile. So, giving the baby the bath and all that. Spa day for your wife. She's gonna love it. Spa day with the friends. You tell her spa day, you go. Oh, don't come back for 2 days or 1 day or whatever. I'll take care of the baby. Yeah, if you can do that, no. Yeah, I made a critical mistake. I didn't do that, so I'm now paying the price for it because she keeps reminding me of. So I know. I am not a metrosexual modern male. No, I'm not. I'm like the total opposite. I'm the can't fold your clothes kind of guy, for a long time, couldn't even cook kind of guy. That's me, I have allergies, and guess what? Asthma and dust. So guess what happens when it comes to cleaning the house? Ain't happening, man. I can't even clean the house. So every time I clean the house, I go into a sneezing fit. And then whenever I go into a sneezing fit, it's bad for my back because I got a cracked spine. So if I go into a sneezing fit, chances are I'm going to land up in the hospital or even a doctor. So that's very bad for me. Yeah, so never a good thing. Okay, we lost 4-0. There we got knocked out. But you see what I told you? Okay, GD not so bad now. But we had a really good GD. So now we play Dunstrada. Where are they? Dunstrada is here. So, okay. So we got a chance. We got a small chance. Hopefully we win and somebody else loses. That's the best thing we can hope for. So let's holiday again. All the way to I don't know when. Because this is the story about Europa League. We lost to Bologna 4-0. I mean, we went for it. Dunstrada, we're playing away from home. We got to come back on the 25th, I guess. Hope they don't injure any of our players. Okay, we'll come back on the 25th. I'm sure you know what to do. But I'm telling you, because I really wanted to... I really wanted to do certain things, but I couldn't. Hey, Milos, how are you, man? Welcome to the stream. Jose Cordoba injured. Ibrahim Cisse injured. I knew it. Leave it to the ass, man. Guaranteed to get half a couple of your play. This thing is, I'm speeding through this, right? Because it's a long-term save. Yeah, so chances of me holidaying very strong, this kind of saves. Okay, so we lost one or two players, which is always a bad thing. Yeah, we lost more than one or two players. Kodro is here. Shut up, come and play. Okay, Kodro and Varga. I don't know which one of these is going to score more goals. Usually it's this guy. Kodro will leave him inside, in and around the area. Tomosi, Keinde, Cordoba, Aneba. Aneba is like, okay, we can't play this guy because he makes so many mistakes. It's scaring me. Well, yes, Noster, Vodka, and Civic. Let's go. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. We are about... No. This is a holiday. Jokers. Come on, let's holiday again. Okay, holiday. No. The tactics are... Oh, shucks. I chose the team. All right, never mind. Okay, I'll tell you what. We'll just go and play this. I got no choice now. Okay? We'll play this and take all the players. No, I don't always holiday between games. This is because this is a rebuild save, right? So it's going to take many, many seasons. So these aren't the players that are going to take me to the promised land. So I'm still like maybe 3, 4, maybe 5 seasons away from saying that I have a team that's capable of competing for Champions League. So now it's a case of just making do with what we have and then speeding through it as quickly as I can. So only commentary. This is preseason. So preseason, but I don't holiday between actual games. Actual games I play. I don't simulate. I don't holiday. But once we could reach a point where I need to do it because I need to speed the game up. So I won't holiday. I don't like to holiday and I don't like to simulate. You know why? Because it uses a different match engine. That's why. I never liked it. It doesn't use the full match engine. It uses the quick match engine. That's not okay. So, right, I know. Happy score goals. Okay, come now. Okay, you two happy already score goals. Who scored? Okay, Kodroy. Well, okay, good. Take them off. Okay, Gruber. And the other guy can come on. Okay, these two can come on. All right, done. Okay, the two new strikers coming on now. Okay, these two, take them off. Okay, now we take off, bring on Lonka. For this guy can be Maiga. Done. Musi comes off for Traore. Okay, done. 34th minute, no, I'm making substitutions because I'm taking off all the important players. So yeah, once I take off all the important players, and now you see all the second stringers are coming on, we immediately consider a goal. Such is life, huh? Okay, now more second stringers coming on. The one that's always giving us problems, Civic is coming off. We'll play. Hey, just play until. But Civic looks like he's taken a bad knock, so we'll take him off. We'll play Cisse. I can't afford injuries to the other players. That's why I'm making so many substitutions and I'm worried. Okay, we won this. Okay, I mean, we haven't won this, but we're 4-1 up. If we don't win this, then we know how bad our bench is. Okay, Gruber. Okay, the youngster delivering to the far post for Aimbo. Okay, Aimbo. That's good. Okay, now we are going to bring on Eneneba for Noster. Bodka can stay. Okay, Hinde has to come off for whoever you are. Okay. Okay, we made all the changes, right? Except for Bodka. Bodka has to come off as well. Whoever we can put on your defender. Popov hasn't played much. Okay, good. Okay, done. Yay. I mean, this tactic does give away chances. You can see 2.18 for the opposition. And they've scored 1 goal. Their finishing is atrocious. We have 2.38. Our chance creation, our finishing is not very good as well. All right, we're gonna drop the tempo down to low and low cross. Okay. Okay. Oh, 6-1 now. Almal, Makrikis, side-footed Traore scores. Target for Poacher. Wow. Some people want, but hey, look at this. Literally almost the same. Except for defensive winger here and inverted wing back. I use an inverted fullback. Okay. Good win. Good win. Okay. This is it. Do it straight up. It is now the match to decide our future. Europa League knockout phase. We're probably going to meet some of the giants. Okay, so we've done it. Don't straight up. We're just outside the qualifying positions. The qualifying positions for the knockout phases. Okay, here we go. Oh no, another team is playing a 4-3-3. It's like they all share notes, you know. Bologna beat them with a 4-3-3. Let's go. Yeah, alright. Dude straighter. We'll have to work the ball up the pitch and do our best to Zach Maiga. Oh, this is not good. No, this is not my happy team. Okay. All right, we're gonna try something different. I'm gonna put politic here. It's more attacking. Imbo, and then we've got ST. Imbo. Defenders. We don't have okay, we got Serafimov. Okay, plus Serafimov there. All right. And we got politic. Nguyen is not available. I think he's injured. Okay. Never mind. This is it, man. We're not going to look at their formation. We're just going to play our own game. Okay, we're going to work ball into box, go low cross, distribute to flanks, counter. Yep. Okay, so backline staying back a bit. We are playing on balance mentality. We're playing away from home. Now, if I need to shift, it'll be the backline that's going to, the defensive line is going up. Okay, extend the highlights. Buskowski. Okay, that's it. Look, I'm very, very nervous. No? Right. Varga, out ball to Musi. Musi checks back inside. Does well. Kodro. Oh, no. Gives it to the libero, Zaki. The libero again. We are trying to work ball into box now. Good. Cordoba. Musi. Cordoba to Serafimov. Bodka out wide. Back to the ball playing defender. Nothing happening with that. Okay, Bodka to Politic. Bodka back to Zach. Politic comes in. Sets up Musi, but there's a player blocking him. Okay. All right. We're all over them. That's good. The good news. Let's just get a goal, man. Come on, boys. Put some pressure on that guy. I remember there was a game we played. We were doing well, no? In fact, we had more shots on target and everything else, right? The opposition, we lost the game 2-1 in the Europa League. AK Athens, I still remember. Okay, we dominated the game. We were creating a lot of chances. A lot of high XG chances, but our strikers were not finding the back of the net. It was quite disappointing. Varga again. This reminds me of that game. Varga was getting in a lot, but he couldn't finish. Civic again goes far post. Politic as well. Can I? Maybe I should. I can't. They're both doing okay, but so far nothing else is happening. And Dun Strada have the ball. Civic now with the ball. Romy finds Kodro now goes back to Cordoba. Civic. Romy out to Politic. What can he do? Hey, Politic, why are you taking pot shots? He's having a good game. He wants to be the hero of the story. Kachar, but he forgets that this is a team sport, not a one-man show. Kodro out to Varga. Varga gets away. What can he do? He's looking for options. He's going to check back. Yep. Zach, Politic, Bodka. Out to Cordoba. Back to Bodka. Varga sets up. Musi Kodro shot. That's it. Kodro is getting a lot of chances, but he's not. Okay, we're going to swap them around. Varga is our top scorer, actually. Move Kodro. Making me the poacher and link up play. Because Varga is... a lot of the shots are landing at the feet of Kodro. And Kodro is not really our top scorer. Okay, Musi now. Finds Varga. Varga. Kodro again. I put him on the other side now. The opportunities go to him. What? Everybody's just looking for him, is it? Serafimo. We need a win, boys. Cordoba. Get a big win would be good. Gold Rivers is only very... You don't want to go up because of Varga again. My word, the number of shots. Okay, we're gonna have to take a bit more risk. Okay, positive. Good ball forward. Kodro. Nice. Varga gets the ball. He's gonna find Musi. Musi. Varga again. What is going on with our boys, man? They're not making their chances count. Okay. Okay, looks like I'm gonna have to do something. Yeah, I'm gonna have to shove the backline higher as well. Okay, and step up more, try and play the offside trap if he gets behind us. Okay. Dressing room. Come on, boys. We need to work a bit harder. Cordoba to Zach. The midfield duo not playing a very good. The wingers are playing well. Okay. Politic. I might want to take a chance and go 2 fullbacks on attack. But this protects us from the 3-winger attack. We'll see. Politics again. Wait, the number of... Oh, no, I knew it. He's offside. Come on. I knew it. It was going to happen again. I don't believe this, man. Fullback on attack. Fullback on attack. I don't believe this. It's happened again. Man, this is the second time it's happened to us. I'm going to bring on Shirley. No, cancel. No, we're going to take off Kodro and bring on Bessie. Unbelievable. Set piece and they got a goal. This is not what we were hoping for. Now we are playing with 2 defenders instead of 3 at the back. It is definitely not something I was hoping to see. Yeah. Okay. It's happened again. The boys just didn't take their chances. We created the chances, but only 2 on target. Terrible. We can't even get a shot on target. We put them into good positions, but they couldn't find the touch. And that's it. Now we got a DM that's my guys. No, we'll bring on SCT. Where's SCT for Zachariason? That's the last change. We got to keep the... They are trying. They pushed. Now we pushed everybody up. Fullback. Yeah, I'll tell you what we'll do as well. Now it's a libero on support. In fact, we're only playing 1 defender now. Okay. Ball winning midfielders high up the pitch. Everyone's high up the pitch already. And then target forward on attack with advanced forward on attack. Politics. They are doing the job, Dun Strader. They needed a win, and they got the win. This is like defensive football they played. What a result for them. We attacked them and we lost. And now, wow, I love this, man. They play a 4-3-3, which is a defensive formation, and they went to a more defensive formation after scoring the second goal. Got respect. I got beaten by a better AI. Very good match. I mean, we disappointed because we didn't create enough goal scoring opportunities. Both of us didn't qualify, but they made sure we didn't go through. Yeah, Hearts didn't go through. Grasshoppers didn't go through. Astana didn't go through. Twente didn't go through. Anderlecht, which is a big shock as well, didn't go through. Teams like, so we got the top, well, the usual suspects have all gone through. That's disappointing. Vision, I mean, in terms of the performance, I think if I look at a match performance, this one, they will be very disappointed. We didn't take our chances in front of goal. Changing tactics is not going to help me. This is just players, quality of the players. It was just the quality of the players. They just couldn't find the back of the net. And that's the end of our adventure in Europe, man. Champions League. We played well, but it wasn't good enough. I mean, we didn't play well. Huh? Let's just face it. The AI had a much better game. Let's go, man. Let's try not to be too dejected. I am dejected. I am very dejected. I'm very unhappy. I'm so unhappy. I hate losing. Send home. We're out. It's always a challenge with these clubs, but you know, this is the first generation of players. Okay, it's all right. Family Kiao, reject offer. I mean, we can save money on him. Let him go lah. Get some money into the club. Aneba hardly ever plays for me. He doesn't want to leave. Mentoring man, I've conversation has picked up others was mentoring. He appears behind the pressure expectation much better. So let's see training, mentoring. Do we have any more? Yeah, now it's better. Okay, so we only got this mercenary left. We only have mercenary left now. So the others have been affected already. See, the reason why this guy is balanced finally determines because this was a different personality, like was one of the poorer personalities, right? So all done, except now we can clear this team. Now got fairly professional, these two left, and driven, mercenary, and balanced. That's it. Not too bad, not too bad. Okay. All right. I mean, we could play a more, like, we have two midfielders, right? We have three wingers. We have one AMC. We could also play a very, very defensive 4-2-3-1. Something like this. AP on support, and then we got a 3-wing attack. That's about it now. Winger on attack, and then one winger on support. We'll play like a IFB here, okay, a 3-man midfield. This guy goes out a bit. We got AP here playing moving to roam from position. These guys doing their mark tighter tackle forward. This guy does the mark tighter tackle forward and then removes all this nonsense. Okay, this guy does this guy take few risks. And ball playing defender in this one, rom, and then we got this one kind of side ball, remove it, pass into space. No, we want it. Yeah, we want a slightly higher tempo, right? Defense, no shot. Yeah, okay, we'll just distribute to flanks again. Standard defensive line. Now we can prevent short goalkeeper distribution, step up more. We don't want to invite cross. I mean, we're not going to play invite cross, otherwise these guys come back too deep. All right. Okay. All right. We can use this because not Zach. Where's this other guy that I have? I got 2 AMCs. Lonka can play here as well. Zachariason can play here as well. Then Romy and Maiga can play here. Politic can play here. SCT, we'll put him on the bench. So he can play. Makrakis can play there as well. Okay, let's go. A bit disappointed. Huh? Now I'm gonna play with another tactic. Basically, it's a bit of a sit back and hit type of tactic. Oh, mid block. Okay, no prevent shot goalkeeper distribution. Trigger press. Here because it's quite compressed now. We'll play on balanced. Right defense, pass into space. Okay, that's it. Okay, let's go. I get confused with Mantri. Should you only have players playing a similar position? Mantri only have one player, but he's a goalkeeper. Nah, you should have them in the same position. Yeah, you want them to be in the same unit, not position. So what you do is you go and set them up in the units, and then go and give it to the S-man. Just set up with the S-man. Ask the S-man to do it. Because then because when you promote, you don't want to promote youth players into the main team. You don't have to do that. You just have to add those youth players to your units. Right. Once you add them to your units, right, then you go to the S-man, ask the S-man to set it up. So that ask the assistant manager to say, otherwise, those players in the youth team, they will not be mentored. You see, this is one way of doing it without having to add them to your senior squad. I prefer that method. It's more efficient. And it works much better. So like we've already got rid of a lot of the bad personalities, and they're all at least balanced now. So that's a major improvement from where we were at the start of the season. So we had a few fickles, right? But now we only have one mercenary left. That's it, man. Then we can kill that brute. Because balance is still okay. Like we can't complain. Yeah, so it's much better. We're playing a very wide kind of a setup. So it's still a 3-2 build out. Now, all my tactics, you notice, are 3-2 build out. What a ball. Boom! Another goal. Kodro scores. Okay. So we're now playing we are playing a mid-block. Mid-block 4-2-3-1. So I'm trying to develop a system for us because I have several systems. I got a 4-4-2. I have a 4-2-3-1. It all because I want to develop a team, whatever, basically, essentially, I want to rebuild Hungary, right? But sometimes you don't know what kind of players you're going to get. Okay. So this is, so far we're doing okay, man. Talk about coming back from that Dunstrada. Yeah. So I don't know if you understood me, LBDN. Yeah. Don't know if you understood me. So I'll just make sure I'm definitely got your made it clear. So you come to these units, right? This is what you do. You add them from here. Okay, so whoever you want to add, you add. So I've added all these players, right? So they are my units. So they're all in one unit. So then after that, when you go to mentoring, all you got to do is ask the assistant to assign. And the assistant will add all these grade up, these players who are under the other players because in the under 19 team, then they can be mentored. So this is how we mentor quite a number of the under 19 players. We had very bad personalities at the start of the season. Now we've got fairly decent personalities. I don't mind this. The only dodgy personality now is Mercenary here. Once that one is done, we'll be fine. But the mentoring team has suggested that he is improving. So that's good for us. We got two. And then if I can play a 4-3-3, it will also be quite good for us because it's a defensive formation, right? So sometimes I can play a 4-3-3 away from home as well, or when other teams come, you'll have three. But that formation requires quite a number of players, midfielders. Oh, another woodwork. Okay, good. All right, so Politic, Kodro, and Musi. Now we can rotate Vagra and Kodro. Oh, great, man. They're doing well. Okay, good. Our 4-2-3-1 is working. Okay, so we sign, seal, deliver the Hungary 4-2-3-1. Where's this public? Put in the Discord tactic. Hungary 4-2-3-1. Mid block. So using a mid block tactic. So essentially it's a focus play mid block, right? So what happened is This is the side that goes up. This guy pushes this guy pushes this guy. They end up on this side of the pitch, left, and then we're trying to release these two on the flank. So it's a heavy right-sided attack. So that's we got Politic, who's quite good, and then we've got the striker. So we're gonna probably give Wagra a chance to prove himself now. Oh, he's not 100%. I will get Shirley to play. Alright, we're gonna make 3 substitutions for the next one. Good ball to Maiga. Finds Romy. Romy, what a rocket. Alright, we're gonna take off Dennis Politic, and now we're gonna make all our changes. Musi comes off. Then we'll take off Zach. Bring on Car. Okay, that's it. Big Lonka. Good news, the boys are playing much better. They bounce back, that's the good news. Now we just have to quickly get this season over and done with. I might play this season off camera to speed it up. And get into like the last 5 games of the season. Traore. Or maybe not. I just play the games. What's the point? There's no need to rush. I get to know the players, feel for the players. Traore comes inside, Civic, Cordoba, lovely. We created a space on the right. That's what the goal was, no? But now it took too long. See, if it just had better quality players, would be so nice. Okay, what we're gonna try and do now? We got that going on. I'm gonna round out the inverter winger inside for an attack. Okay. Let him get him to be a bit more closer to that side of the pitch. I know people are losing interest in it, but I really do like the match engine. Yeah, I know it is. I love the match engine. I do enjoy using this. I do enjoy playing this game because the match engine is a lot of fun. And for me, the worry right now I have is the FM25 could be, or FM26, right? Could be completely different in terms of how we set tactics up. So if that becomes the case, then there will be quite a number of people who are going to miss this version, this style of playing, which is just, create a tactic. You don't have to think too much. You don't have to crack your left noggin, your left side of your brain to come up with something. Something tells me it will be like that. Not bad, not bad. We did well, but they're coming back. Mescovet. They scored another goal. Yeah. They scored 2 goals. I think that's down to the fact that we did not do something about our midfield. Our midfield is actually struggling right now. Our midfield, our centre of the park is struggling. This is when you know you're better maker. Our centre of the park is much more tired than their centre. And if I wanted to, I just turn this guy into like a DM. Keep him back. Son, but I don't want to. If I wanted, if it was a European tie, I would have done that. So maybe I should, don't start losing games. DM on support. That's it. Done. Game over already. He's not running forward anymore. I got a solid double pivot now. Yeah, good game. We 3-0 up and then we give them a window. They managed to, but their performance wasn't so good. We were brilliant in the first half and completely terrible in the second half. Okay. All right. What have we got now? Okay, I mean, like, today's show, right? Not that bad, We came in, we had to play Bologna, we lost to Bologna, then we lost to Dun straight up, but we bounced back with a win over this team. And Okay, honestly speaking, if I don't win this league title, I should go hang myself. Okay? Official. I should hang myself. Yeah, I should. I should just give up playing Football Manager. Honestly, if I cannot win the league title with them, I should give up playing Football Manager. Okay? All right. So now it's a question of taking a break from the game and then going to look for players that we can, what we need to do next season, right? So I've already gone to the board, and I don't think the board is going to give me any more because we haven't gone to the board, and the board has already improved youth recruitment. I could go to them and say improve youth facilities now. Let's see what the board says, because after youth recruitment, the next one is youth facilities. But sometimes they won't because they want you to expand, improve your Laimbo. I wouldn't mean to say he wants to leave at the end of the contract. Yeah, he's gonna leave. So Aimbo, he made a lot of mistakes. He made a lot of mistakes, and then it's a bit of a pity. His consistency isn't there. He's not consistent. 6.8 rating. He's played 17 games. He's made a few mistakes. But what I don't like about him is I never like playing a player, right, who has got concentration issues, but that's the situation we have. He's young. He can't really improve that much as well. 2.5 stars. And then he's got 3. So he's not gonna he's leaving on a free transfer. He already said that at the start of the season. He's doing a Trent Alexander-Arnold and hoping he gets higher wages somewhere else. And then he's already gone to learn the language. So he's a traitor. So in terms of where we are, I think, yeah, in domestically, we are the strongest team. But in Europe, a bit disappointed. I am disappointed. I've got to go and lick my wounds. I have to lick my wounds. See, expected goals, right? Attacking wise. This is Europa League, right? $64th, no. Minus 1.6. You know, this minus 1.6. I don't even need to go and find out what's going on. You see here, my expected goals is 50.1. Now, this is wrong as well. This is not accurate. But basically, if I were to take all the matches in this competition, right, I will find out that we didn't do very well in terms of finding the back of the net. Expected goals 4 is here. See, we expected goals for 11.96, but we only scored 10 goals. It should be much higher. It should be about 13 at least. We should have scored like 13 goals. And also, it's quite dependent. I won't say super dependent on crosses. In terms of creating chances, we did create like 32 chances, right? But what I look for, right? Expected goals, number of chances I create. But our ratio of shots on target is probably one of the lower, not very high. There, I knew it. 44%, quite low. Our strikers are not really hitting the target. Look at Braga, look at Sevilla. Compared to them, if we just look at the teams at 851%, 847%, we are miserable 44%. So our problem is actually our strikers. So I have to think of ways and means for me to go out there and create okay, for the challenge right now for me is this. Okay, I love the 4-4-2. It works. We played a 4-4-2 DM. Problem is, we don't have two. We only have two strikers. I mean, Shirley is there. We can play a three. We can play these two striker systems some of the time at home. But in Europe, I found out that I was leaning more towards the 4-2-4, where I can dump 6 players in attack. The problem with that setup, rather, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you got 4 players in attack, right? But the problem with that setup is you don't have a player in the middle. So you got 2 strikers. Okay, so the other option was have the same setup, but be able to do a 4-2-4, but now you have a player in the center, so you play 1 striker, so it becomes a 4-2-3-1. So in all my tactics, all leading towards the same thing as a 3-2-5 build out in the final phase. But I need to cover that center where the DM is playing, so I can put more pressure on teams, especially if I want to hit them on the break. So that's what we have to do. We have to work a tactic, and so we are drifting out of the week. The 4-4-2 served us well. The Champions League we got there. We made it through. We did okay, but our strikers are just not finding the back of the net. That's it. I mean, we're creating chances, but they're not scoring. Until I get better strikers into the club. Varga is good, but he was a bit off form this season. Kodro has scored 9 goals from 17 appearances. I mean, considering the quality of our team and and what we've been doing, is not too bad. But the problem is our midfielders are scoring more goals than our strikers. Romy has scored 10 goals this season for us. Ben Romdane is our volante right now. So he comes in, he scores goals in the 4-4-2. And the thing is, the goals have been spread around the park. Shirley has scored 7 goals in 16 appearances. And in most of those, he came on as a substitute. So we're going to have to look at certain things. Varga's performance this season has been quite poor. For 11 goals in 21, compared to previous season, he scored he was on the top of the charts for a while as one of the best scorers. So I'm going to take a break right now. I'm going to go and feed the kids. I might be coming back later to play Football Manager, or I might even do it tomorrow. So I want to thank everybody for coming on the show. I know that I'm cutting the show a bit short, but I got to handle the kids now. So please stay safe. Once again, thank you for your support, for following me today. Keep your ears peeled for news on FM26. Yeah, I suspect they will drop something in the next couple of weeks. I hope. It's July. They should be dropping something. I doubt they're not going to drop it, because you see, the thing about Football Manager is they always drop something every the half a year. Another half, they'll drop something. I suspect they will. So keep your ears peeled. I'm pretty certain 26 is coming. But what it's going to look like, we have absolutely no clue. So be safe, stay safe. I'll see you guys very soon. Take care. Bye.